Good afternoon, Captain.
Refueling truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it. Catering vehicles are on their way. Fuel truck is in position. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
340 degrees, 9 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more, scattered 4,000 feet. Broken 10,000 feet, temperature 04 degrees, dew point -05 degrees, QNH 1013, landing and departing runway 30, transition level 080, advise on initial contact you have information India.
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
Vagar Airport information India 1059 Zulu, surface wind 340 degrees, 9 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more, scattered 4,000 feet. Broken 10,000 feet, temperature 04 degrees, dew point -05 degrees, QNH 1013, landing and departing runway 30, transition level 080, advise on initial contact you have information India. Vagar Airport information India 1059 Zulu, surface wind 340 degrees, 9 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more, scattered 4,000 feet. Broken 10,000 feet, temperature 04 degrees, dew point -05 degrees, QNH 1013, landing and departing runway 30, transition level 080, advise on initial contact you have information India. Vagar Airport information India 1059 Zulu, surface wind 340 degrees, 9 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more, scattered 4,000 feet, broken 10,000 feet, temperature 04 degrees, the point minus 05 degrees, QNH 1013, landing and departing runway 30, transition level 080, advise on initial contact, you have information, India. Vagar Airport information, India 1059 Zulu, surface wind 340 degrees, 9 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more, scattered 4,000 feet, broken 10,000.
FLI344, ready to pick up IFR clearance to Aalborg.
FLI344 ground, expect runway 30, Order 2 November departure, initial climb to 6,000 feet. Squawk 1030.
Order 2 November departure. Squawk 1030. FLI344.
FLI344, we're back correct. Call me back when ready for pushback or engine start.
Roger that, FLI344.
Computer is programmed, except for the SIDS and stars. I'm going to perform the walk around now.
boarding requested. Do you want to board crew? Passengers boarding starting.
No issues with the aircraft. Go ahead.
Flight deck, this is the cabin crew. Is it okay to start boarding passengers?
Affirm.
Welcome aboard, please. Step inside. Left side, you can sit further down. Step inside, yes? The aisle, please. Happy to help. Go right ahead. Left side, you can sit further down. Welcome aboard, please. There may be room further up. Yes, correct. Just one more row. You're welcome. Please continue forward. Go right ahead.
I'm ready for the briefing, Captain.
This will be a standard departure brief. Any questions, feel free to interrupt. We are departing. Echo, Kilo, Victor, Golf, on runway 30. We'll expect clearance to 37,000 feet. Weather at departure is clear. No significant changes since dispatch. But the departure runway length is 6,000 feet. V speeds are V1 127, VR 129, V2 134. Acceleration altitude is 1,500 feet. In the event of an issue before V1, I will call reject, and take control of the aircraft. If we have an engine failure after V1, we will continue the takeoff, positive rate gear up, and fly the standard departure profile. Any issues, I'll fly, and you run the checklists. I will handle the controls until at least 1,000 feet. After that, we can discuss auto flight or hand flying as needed. Standard call-outs as per SOP. Any questions?
No questions, sounds good. I'll monitor V-speeds, call out deviations, and be ready to assist in case of any issues. Ready for departure.
You're welcome. Left side, just a bit further down. Under the seat is fine.
Ready for the checklist.
Fine, welcome to the last row. Yeah, straight ahead, welcome. Welcome aboard, enjoy it. Yes, correct. Welcome aboard, enjoy it. Please come in. Please step inside. There should be space up front. There should be space nearby. Right, straight ahead. Go right ahead, a little further down. Step inside. On the right. Yes, that's the one. On your right. Welcome aboard, thank you. That row is a bit further. You're good to go. Correct. Welcome aboard. Feet. Hi there. Yes, that's fine. That's the last row. Nearly there. Just a few steps. On the right. Just one more row. Hi. Welcome. Yes, straight ahead. Welcome. On the right. Take the aisle seat. Please step inside. Right, straight ahead. On your right. Please continue forward. That's the last row. There should be space up front. This way, please. Come on in. Yes, correct side. Hello. Yes, right side. Absolutely. Yes, keep going. There may be room further up. Yes, you're in the right place. That's 600 feet.
You're all set. Welcome to, that works perfectly? Yes, that's correct. One more row. You're making room further up. Yeah, straight ahead, welcome. Hi, welcome just ahead. Yes, you're in the right place. That fits under the seat. Go right ahead. Welcome aboard today. Nearly there, just a few steps. Welcome on board. Yes, straight ahead, welcome. Yes, right side. Hi, come just ahead on the left. Just down the aisle, almost. Welcome aboard today.
All aircraft be advised, information Juliet now current QNH 1014.
Hi, welcome. Almost. Yeah, straight ahead, welcome. Welcome. On the left side, just a bit further down. Step inside, on your right. Hello there, welcome. Welcome aboard, please. Please come in, one more row. No problem at all. Welcome aboard, thank you. Please continue forward. Yes, welcome. Hello, right this way. Yes, straight ahead, welcome. Welcome aboard. Under the seat is fine. Hi, come on. There should be space nearby. Correct. Almost there now. Welcome aboard today. Under the seat is fine. Yes, that's the one. On your right. Yes, that's correct. Hi, just down the aisle. You're all set. Yes, right side. Yes, correct side. On the right. Hi.
Scandinavian 53 Tango, Ram 5 taxi at pilot's discretion. Ram 5 taxi at my discretion, Scandinavian 53 Tango.
No problem at all. Hi. Almost there now. Come on in. Nearly there, just a few steps. That row is a bit further, you're good to go. Happy to help. You're welcome. That can go under the seat. That can go under the seat. Hello, right this way. 2 more rows. Hello, right this way. On your left, welcome on board. On your right, window side. Welcome aboard today. Happy to help. On the right. There should be space nearby. That can go under the seat. Welcome aboard today. Two more rows. Welcome. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard today. That can go under the seat. Yes, right side. Yes, straight ahead, welcome. Straight on ahead, good to see you. Please continue forward. One more row. Just one more row. Just ahead on the left? Yes, right side. Step inside this way, please. Yes, straight ahead.
Go ahead.
Captain, all passengers have boarded. I'll bring the manifest to the cockpit once we get everyone seated.
Roger. Cockpit preparation checklist. Cockpit preparation.
Completed.
Fuel. 6,914 kilograms.
Checked.
Seatbelt signs.
On.
ADIAS selectors.
Nav.
Altimeters. 1013.
Checked.
FMGS.
Set.
Cockpit preparation checklist completed.
Cockpit from ground.
Go ahead.
All fuel and cargo data have been uploaded. Weight and balance falls within allowable limits.
Copy.
Welcome to your airplane. On its way to one of our many destinations across the globe. Made possible by our dedicated team members, who all do it for one reason. That's why your safety is so important to us. So let's go over some in-flight instructions so that we can get you safely on your way. To buckle your seatbelt, insert the metal end into the buckle and pull the strap to tighten. To open, lift the top of the buckle. And remember, seatbelts should be fastened whenever you're seated in case of unexpected turbulence. Now, make sure your seat is upright. All larger electronic devices are put away. Carry-ons are placed all the way under the seat in front of you, and your tray table is stowed. Larger carry-on luggage goes in the overhead bin. If you have a handheld device, please switch it to airplane mode now. If your electronic device falls into your seat, please do not adjust your seat and contact a crew member for assistance. Law prohibits smoking, including e-cigarettes, at any time. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying smoke detectors in the lavatories may result in a fine. Law requires all to comply with lighted and posted signs and crew member instructions. Now let's review the safety card in your seat pocket, which explains the safety features of this airplane, including the location and operation.
Can you ask the ground crew to disconnect the GPU?
This aircraft is designed with escape path lighting on or near the floor. In the unlikely event of an evacuation, leave all carry-ons behind and follow the lights quickly and safely to the nearest exit. A sign will indicate you have reached your exit. All exits on this airplane are clearly marked. Take a moment to locate the nearest one. Keep in mind, it may be behind you. All door exits have evacuation slides to use in the unlikely event of an emergency. In a water evacuation, the exit door slides in the front and back of the airplane may be detached and used for flotation. You'll find the exact location on your safety card. When directed to exit, jump onto the slide and move away from the airplane. If the cabin loses pressure, oxygen masks will drop automatically.
Before start checklist. Parking brake.
On.
Takeoff speeds. V1. 127 VR. 129 V2. 134.
Checked.
Life vests are located under, next to, or between your
Doors.
seats. For help locating
Closed.
See your safety card. To remove the vest,
Beacon lights.
Hello, Captain.
On.
We are ready for pushback.
Before start
Due
checklist
to icing
completed.
conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brake
Fairline
set.
344, ramp 4 request pushback and engine start.
strap around your waist. Attach the buckle and pull tight.
Caroline 344, ground pushback and engine start approved. Face west.
In the water,
Pushback
a light
approved,
on your vest
face
will
west,
automatically
Fairline
illuminate. If
344.
necessary, an infant life vest will be distributed by a crew member. The safety card shows how to use it.
Departure check completed.
It's our honor
Right
to
has
care for
been
you on your
inserted.
journey. If you have any questions, please refer to the safety card or feel free to ask any of the cabin crew as they do their final cabin check. And as always, let us know if there's anything we can do to make your journey more enjoyable. You are why we fly.
Locking gear. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push completed and brake set. Set parking brakes. Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
Starting engine 2. Engine 2 started. Starting engine 1. Engine 1 started. All engines stabilized. After start checklist. Anti-ice.
Set.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Trim.
Set.
After start checklist completed.
Airline 344 taxi for departure.
Airline 344, taxi holding point runway 30 at pilot's discretion.
Taxi holding point runway 30, my discretion. Airline 344.
Airline 344, contacting tower 124.55.
Over to tower 124.55, Airline 344.
Taxi checklist. Flight control test. Full left. Neutral. Full right. Neutral. Full up. Full down.
Checked.
Flaps.
Set.
Weather radar.
On.
Engine mode.
Set.
ECAM memo.
Takeoff no blue.
Taxi checklist completed. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon from the flight deck. On behalf of the entire flight crew, welcome on board. For our departure, a couple of light bumps are possible. Rest assured, your crew will work to maintain a comfortable flight. Once again, welcome on board.
At this time, please switch your electronic devices to airplane mode. Larger devices, such as laptops, should be turned off and stowed for takeoff. You may use smaller personal devices in airplane mode once we reach cruising altitude. Once again, welcome on board.
Watch the ground speed. Cabin crew prepare for takeoff. Line up checklist. Takeoff runway.
Checked.
TCAS.
Set.
PAX.
Set.
Cabin crew.
Notified.
Line up checklist completed.
Approaching runway 30.
All aircraft be advised, information kilo now current, QNH 1014.
Airline 344, holding short, runway 30.
Airline 344 expect tower, wind 320 degrees, 9 knots, runway 30 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 30 cleared for takeoff. Airline 344.
On runway 30. Short runway.
Stabilized. Thrust set. knots.
Checked.
V1 retained. Positive rate.
Flat 2. Flat 1.
400 feet.
FLI344, contacting departure 123.6.
Contacting departure 123.6,
Flaps up.
FLI344. If approach, FLI344, good evening, 1,100 feet.
Fairline 344.
Acceleration
departure.
altitude.
Good evening, identified, climb to flight level 170.
Climb to flight level 170, Fairline 344.
Watch the airspeed.
Taxi 300, contacting tower 124.55.
Contact tower 124.55, taxi 300.
Transition altitude.
Checked.
Passing 10,000 feet.
At this time, the use of personnel electronics is allowed. However, please remain seated with your seatbelts
line 344, contact Reykjavik Control 119.7.
Contact Reykjavik Control 119.7, Fairline 344. Reykjavik Control, Fairline 344, climbing flight level 141 for flight level 170 direct, over.
Fairline 344, Reykjavik Control, radar contact, climb to flight level 350.
Climb to flight level 350, Fairline 344.
Reykjavik Control, Player 1 Alpha, flight level 360. Player 1 Alpha, Reykjavik Control, radar contact. Fairline 344, clear direct Aalborg Airport. Expect further instructions closer to destination.
Wilco clear direct to Aalborg Airport. Expecting further upon closer. Fairline 344.
Fairline 344, contact Polaris Control 118.55, have a good evening.
Center on 118.55, Fairline 344, bye-bye. Polaris Control, Fairline 344, good evening, flight level 350.
Fairline 344, Polaris Control, identify. Trip 03 Charlie, Polaris Control, expect us to 1 Mike, runway 25.
Expect bus to 1 Mike, runway 25, sun trip 03 Charlie.
Hydro 5 X-ray, contact Soli approach 119.605. Contact Soli approach 119.605, Hydro 5 X-ray.
Polaris Control, German Air Force 868, flight level 389er.
German Air Force 868, Polaris Control, identified. Scandinavian 350, Polaris Control, expect level 1 Mike, runway 27.
Expect level 1 Mike, runway 27, Scandinavian 350.
Good day, everyone. Cabin service will begin shortly, offering a selection of refreshments. If you would like to receive service, please have your tray table ready. Thank you for flying with us today.
KLM 177, Polaris Control, expect and bump 2 Sierra runway 18.
Expect and bump 2 Sierra runway 18, KLM 177.
Nordic 36 Charlie, contact Copenhagen, control 119.43, bye-bye.
Contact Copenhagen, control 119.43, Nordic 36 Charlie, bye-bye.
Helvetic 115 Bravo, contact Copenhagen, control 119.43, have a good evening.
Contact Copenhagen, control 119.43, Helvetic 115 Bravo.
Scandinavian 350, Vagar 1 Mike, runway 27, report ready for descent.
Vagar 1 Mike, runway 27, ready for descent, Scandinavian 350.
Scandinavian 350, descent to flight level 220.
Descent to flight level 220, Scandinavian 350.
Nordic 5 Mike November, Polaris Control, expect Repentry Lima, runway 01 left.
Expect Repentry Lima, runway 01 left, Nordic 5 Mike November.
Nordic 5 Mike November, Repentry Lima, runway 01 left, report ready for descent.
Repentry Lima, runway 01 left, ready for descent, Nordic 5 Mike November.
Nordic 5 Mike November, descend to flight level 140.
Descend to flight level 140, Nordic 5 Mike November.
KLM 177 and about 2 Sierra runway 18, report ready for descent.
Anbad 2 Sierra runway 18, ready for descent, KLM 177.
KLM 177, descend to flight level 210.
Descend to flight level 210, KLM 177.
Airline 344, you assigned flight level 350. I show you at flight level 360. Descend to flight level 350.
Wilco, descend to flight level 350, Airline 344.
KLM 177, descend to flight level 150.
Descend to flight level 150, KLM 177.
Airline 344, request new cruise altitude.
Airline 344, you broke up. Say again, altitude.
Request flight level 370, Airline 344.
Airline 344, roger. New cruise altitude, flight level 370.
Ladies and gentlemen, the plane has leveled off at its designated altitude. We're not anticipating any issues and hope to arrive on time. However, if something unexpected pops up, we'll be sure to let you know. Welcome aboard.
Polaris Control, ICER 98 Charlie, flight level 3900.
ICER 98 Charlie, Polaris Control, radar contact. KLM34 Alpha, contact Copenhagen Control 119.43.
Contact Copenhagen Control 119.43 KLM34 Alpha.
Red Nose 1781, contact Soli approach 119.605.
Contact Soli approach 119.605, Red Nose 1781.
Max 8 Yankee Papa, Polaris Control, expect SLC2 Sierra, runway 18.
Expect SLC2 Sierra, runway 18, Blue Max 8 Yankee Papa.
Blue Max 8 Yankee Papa, SLC2 Sierra, runway 18, report ready for descent.
SLC2 Sierra, runway 18, ready for descent, Blue Max 8 Yankee Papa.
Blue Max 8 Yankee Papa, descend to flight level 130.
Descend to flight level 130, Blue Max 8 Yankee Papa.
Wydro 589, contact Civic approach 118.105.
Contact Civic approach 118.105, Wydro 589.
Good evening, Polaris Control, Nordic 8 Uniform Delta, descending via Unit 4 Lima, flight level 206. Nordic 8 Uniform Delta, Polaris Control, radar contact. North 92 Juliet, UNH 1009, I expect the ILS runway 13 with the edited transition.
QNH 1009, expect the ILS runway 13 with the edited transition, North 92 Juliet.
North 92 Juliet, cleared direct EDD, cross EDD at or above 2,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 13.
Cleared direct EDD, cross EDD at or above 2,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 13, North 92 Juliet.
Polaris Control, Red Nose 5 Juliet Alpha, good evening, flight level 370.
Red Nose 5 Juliet Alpha, Polaris Control identified. KLM 177, descend to flight level 090.
Descend to flight level 090, KLM 177.
Polaris Control, Spinnaker 596, flight level 370.
Spinnaker 596, Polaris Control, radar contact. Scandinavian 4762, contact Sawley approach 119.605.
Contact Sawley approach 119.605, Scandinavian 4762.
Nordic 5 Mike November, cross Rixham at or above flight level 120, and descend to flight level 110.
Cross Rixham at or above flight level 120 and descend to flight level 110, Nordic 5 Mike November.
Polaris Control, Scandinavian 4708, descending via Ripan 3 Lima, flight level 335.
Scandinavian 4708, Polaris Control, identify. Nordic 5 Mike November, cross GM 410 at flight level 110 and descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1003.
Cross GM 410 at flight level 110 and descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1003, Nordic 5 Mike November.
Nordic 8 Uniform Delta, contact Oslo traffic information approach 122.005. Contact Oslo traffic information approach 122.005, Nordic 8 Uniform Delta. Scandinavian 350, descend to flight level 150. Descend to flight level 150, Scandinavian 350. Nordic 5 Mike November, contact Oslo traffic information approach 122.005.
Contact Oslo traffic information approach 122.005, Nordic 5 Mike November.
Polaris control, Danish 577, flight level 190.
Danish 577, Polaris control identified. KLM 177, contact Soli approach 119.605.
Contact Soli approach 119.605, KLM 177.
North 92 Juliet, contact Carmi Tower 120.505, good day.
Over to Tower 120.505, North 92 Juliet.
Hydro 1311, contact more approach 129.33.
Contact more approach 129.33, Hydro 1311.
Red Nose 5 Juliet Alpha, Polaris control, expect Adobe Tree Lima, runway 01 left.
Expect Adobe Tree Lima, runway 01 left, Red Nose 5 Juliet Alpha.
Scandinavian 350, cross at except air to above flight level 070 and descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1002.
Cross at at or above flight level 070, then descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1002, Scandinavian 350.
Scandinavian 350, contact more approach 129.33.
Contact more approach 129.33, Scandinavian 350.
Red Nose 5 Juliet Alpha, Adobe Tree Lima, runway 01 left. Report ready for descent.
Adobe Tree Lima, runway 01 left, ready for descent, Red Nose 5 Juliet Alpha.
Red Nose 5 Juliet Alpha, descend to 10,000 feet, QNH 1003.
Descend to 10,000 feet, Red Nose 5 Juliet Alpha.
Austin 6 Hotel Foxtrot, contact Sweden Control 118.0.
Enter on 118.0, Austin 6 Hotel Foxtrot.
Danish 577, Flores Control, expect Adobe Tree Lima, runway 01 left.
Expect Adobe Tree Lima, runway 01 left, Danish 577.
Scandinavian 1467, contact Sweden Control 118.0, have a good evening.
Contact Sweden Control 118.0, Scandinavian 1467, bye-bye.
Scandinavian 76 Foxtrot, contact Copenhagen Control 119.43, bye-bye.
Center on 119.43, Scandinavian 76 Foxtrot, bye-bye.
Pilot 644 Foxtrot, Flores Control, expect route 22 Sierra, runway 18.
Expect route 22 Sierra, runway 18, pilot 644 Foxtrot.
German Air Force 868 QNH 1006, expect the ILS runway 24 with developed transition.
QNH 1006, expect the ILS runway 24 with developed transition, German Air Force 868.
All set for the briefing, Captain.
Danish 577, Adobe 3 Lima, runway 01 left. Report ready for descent.
Adobe 3 Lima, runway 01 left, ready for descent, Danish 577.
Danish 577, descent to 10,000 feet, QNH 1003.
Descent to 10,000 feet, Danish 577.
German Air Force 868, cleared direct over, cross over, at or above 6,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 24.
Cleared direct level, cross level at or above 6,000 feet, cleared ILS runway 24, German Air Force 868.
KLM 56 Golf, contact Copenhagen Control 119.43.
Center on 119.43 KLM 56 Golf.
Pilot 644 Foxtrot, Route 22 Sierra, runway 18. Report ready for descent.
Route 22 Sierra, runway 18, ready for descent, pilot 644 Foxtrot.
Pilot 644 Foxtrot, descent to 3,000 feet, QNH 1005.
Descent to 3,000 feet, pilot 644 Foxtrot.
Nordic 1257, Flores Control, expect Ripam 3 Lima, runway 01 left.
Expect Ripam 3 Lima, runway 01 left, Nordic 1257.
Max 8 Yankee Papa, cross Minix at or above 5,000 feet, then descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1005.
Cross Minix at or above 5,000 feet, then descend to 3,000 feet, QNH 1005, Max 8 Yankee Papa.
Aeroline 344, turn left, heading 115 vectors for Aalborg. Expect further clearance in about 102 miles.
Turn left, heading 115, Airline 344.
Polaris Control, Scandinavian 4932, good evening, descending via Unit 4 Lima, flight level 204.
Scandinavian 4932, Polaris Control, radar contact. Red Nose 3 Bravo Mike, contact Scottish Control 119.875.
Center on 119.875, Red Nose 3 Bravo Mike.
Approach briefing. We will be landing at Echo, Kilo, Yankee, Tango, on runway 26, right. ATIS information is current, winds 270 at 12. We are flying the ILS approach. The final approach course is 260. The minimum altitude is 200. Our approach speed 136. In case of a go-around, standard missed approach procedure will be followed. Acceleration altitude is 1,500 feet, then clean up and follow ATC instructions. Any questions?
No questions, sounds good. I'll monitor VREF speed and call out deviations. Ready for landing.
Danish 577, cross GN402 at flight level 100, then descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1003.
Cross GN402 at flight level 100, then descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1003, Danish 577.
Alpine 687, contact Oslo traffic information approach 122.005.
Contact Oslo traffic information approach 122.005, Alpine 687.
Aeroline 344, climb to flight level 370.
Climb to flight level 370, Airline 344.
Danish 577, contact Oslo traffic information approach 122.005.
Contact Oslo traffic information approach 122.005, Danish 577.
German Air Force 868, contact Vagar Tower 118.105, bye-bye.
Contact Tower 118.105, German Air Force 868, good day.
Airline 344, approaching our top of descent, ready for lower. Roger, climb to flight level 370, Airline 344.
Airline 344, Aalborg landing runway 26 right.
Aalborg, landing runway 26 right, Airline 344.
Max 80 Yankee Papa QNH 1005, expect the ILS runway 18 with the under transition.
QNH 1005, expect the ILS runway 18 with the under transition, Blue Max 80 Yankee Papa.
Scandinavian 4708, contact Oslo traffic information approach 122.005.
Contact Oslo traffic information approach 122.005, Scandinavian 4708.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've started our initial descent and plan to arrive at the gate in 25 to 30 minutes. We've enjoyed having you on board today and hope you'll choose to fly with us again in the near future. We'll have you on the ground shortly.
Polaris Control, pilot Foxtrot Kilo, good evening, flight level 099er. Pilot Foxtrot Kilo, Polaris Control, radar contact. Scandinavian 4932, contact Oslo traffic information approach 122.005.
Contact Oslo traffic information approach 122.005, Scandinavian 4932.
control. Expect turnoff for Charlie, runway 22 left.
Expect turnoff for Charlie, runway 22 left, Nordic 8 Lima Echo.
Line 344, contact Aalborg approach 123.98.
Contact Aalborg approach 123.98, Line 344. Aalborg, Line 344, flight level 285, we have Kilo on board.
Line 344, Aalborg approach QNH 1010, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 26 right.
QNH 1010, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 26 right, Line 344.